Are we live? Looks like we're live. Does it sound like we're live? It does indeed. So hello, people of the internet. It is I, Soulrack Dragon, here, back with more Pokemon Violet. Last time, I kind of went ham and destroyed the Ground Titan, I believe it was, and got the ability to glide, and defeated the Water Gym Leader. This time, I do feel like we might be able to get the final bit of Team Star as well. There's a stake there. The final bit of Team Star as well as the final Titan done. Titans, because there is two. But yeah, I do feel fairly confident that I can get both of those things done today. So yeah, that's what we will see about doing, is taking out the last of Team Star and taking out the final two Titans. I kind of feel like I might be able to make it to the Water Titan. Or not Water, but the False Dragon Titan, because of gliding. But before I do any of that, I did say I was going to fully explore Casa... whatever this place is called. Casacarfa. That's the name of the place. Casacarfa. I did say I would explore Casacarfa since I was kind of in a mood last time, so I didn't really explore it. So, yeah, let's go ahead and examine the surroundings. Sure started flocking after Blue. The idea came from Kofu a few years back. This place is a mess, by the way. It is a sandstorm going on. Okay, I can't come in here. Seguro Style. Oh, is this a place I can get gloves and hats? Do I currently have gloves? I don't know. I think I do. Yeah, I do. I kind of like the gloves I've got. They're a little bit... The yellow is a bit weird. I'm going to check what's... I'm curious. Show me the purple gloves. The fingerless purple gloves. Yeah, I like that a little bit better. It's a fair bit darker. I like that better. I'm done shopping for now. I'm not going to worry about getting a hat. Although I could definitely use it in this sandstorm. Every which way, every sandwich, every which way, come to every which way. So there should be a new sandwich recipe from the sandwich guy inside of here as well. But first, see if there's any unique sandwiches. Zesty, no, and no. Avocado is a catching power dark. I'm not going to worry about trying to go for Poniard just yet. Throw up some new recipes, some new sandwiches. Cool. I'll have to see if there is anything properly new that is useful to me. Because, I mean, outside of getting sparkling power on a sandwich without the need for the special things, the Herba Mysticas, I don't think there is any point in really trying to farm up a Poniard right now, because this is going to be a shorter stream, by the way. I forgot to mention that, but this will be shorter just because I have homework and stuff I need to do before the end of the evening. Tights? No, thank you. Leather backpack, though. 50 grand. Can I see? There we go. Finally loaded up. That is kind of a small backpack. So let's not worry about that. I don't need a beret or a smart hat, and I don't need sunglasses. That'll be everything, so nothing from this place, sadly. Tail off means I can treat myself designer handbag, right? Sure, whatever you say. Haircuts, probably. It looked like a frou-frou symbol or something. Yep, it is indeed haircuts. Let's see if there's anything new. There might be. There just might be. So, let's see. No. No. Heck no. hilarious, but no. No. If it wasn't for the shaved back of the head, I would be all for this. Honestly, I might go back to the initial shortcut, even though this doesn't really look that short. Just checking real quick to see if there's anything else that might catch my interest. Pompadour. Yeah, I think I'm going to go back to the default. Yeah. Let's go back to the standard shortcut. I kind of like the look of it. I played around enough with the pixie cut thing going on, and I gotta say I like this cut a little bit better. Yep, pay with cash. I got plenty of disposable income right now. Is there anybody in here that's talking to? Hello, little shallows. Little shallows. Hey, Velvet. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the stream. How be things, how be things. Yeah, something new up front. I knew that. Alright. So this is almost the full upper ring explored of Casa Carafa. What do we got here? Sandwich fillings and stuff, sure. I probably could use some. Remember, I can buy any meat product that is based off fillets, because Veluza can regenerate. I've not eaten meat otherwise. Apparently my soul is... Your soul. I don't think, if somebody is calling your soul delectable, I don't think you would want to associate with them. Just saying, they might want to be consuming your eternal soul. And, I don't want to know what happens when a demon consumes a divine soul, you know. That could lead to some bad situations. Oh, I didn't even realize that was a lift down here. Whee! There's stairs. There we go. Oh. TM. Oh, we got a Pokemon Center over there, but I already have it marked, so I can fly to it. This looks to probably just be a hat shop. I mean, that is fair. I can't imagine that would be considered a very high-quality comment or compliment from anybody who consumes souls on the regular. Yeah, I would agree. It's a little bit too, no thank you for me. I did not want spy sunglasses, thank you. You know, I gotta say, I miss the full customization options that were available in the previous games. Like, I get we've got to be wearing school outfits, but there's so much more possibilities for what we could wear. The customization is endless. Endless! Nylon backpack. Can I... There we go. Do I want a different backpack? How does it look? Yeah, you know, I like that. I'll take it. I kind of like this backpack design. So I'll take it. But beyond being told your soul is apparently delectable, how have things been? You didn't sell your soul off to the highest bidder, did you? Because then I would question who exactly I'm actually talking to. This is already registered. I did hear a gimme ghoul, but I don't know where. It'll be fine. I'm pretty sure I know where I can get endless coinage. Okay. Drink shop. There we go, I was wondering. Picnic knacks. No, I'm good. I don't need to buy anything else. All you're missing from the decks now are the Scarlet exclusives. Nice! You are very much farther in the game than I am. So you will... Even if we were to battle now, you would still probably completely and utterly destroy me. The grill place? Nope. Oh, right, I can have Cloth Claw as well. I don't think I've encountered a place where I could buy Cloth Claw, though, so... What is this place? Oh, a fancy schmancy restaurant here. Do they have anything good? No. They kicked me out. You saw how they made me fall. They literally kicked me out of the restaurant because I said they didn't have anything and that they were just fancy schmancy. Wow, that restaurant. 1-star review. It's gonna get a 1-star review from me for literally kicking me out. Or throwing me out. One of the two. I don't recognize this. The Kofu Lounge. Oh, this is where Kofu makes stuff. This is probably unique. Noodles, pudding, soup, tea, and hot pot. Hang on. He literally does not have anything that helps with water types in any way, and he's the water gym leader. Oh, Kofu. Why don't you benefit people that want to imitate you and be water type trainers? Oh, that Kofu. Ooh, Delibird presents. I don't think I've actually been here in a while. Is there anything interesting here? General goods. Oh, I can straight up buy the I can buy the apples. Okay. Interesting. So I can straight up... That's really cheap. Like, holy cow, that is cheap. 20 grand. Okay, that's interesting to know. I'm pretty sure I'm good as far as balls go. And VOD cases... I think I'm good as far as that. Yep. Flapple. Flapple capabilities are endless. Which is actually kind of fun that it's not hard to get. Because if memory serves, and my memory doesn't always serve me that well, the different Flapple apples were difficult to get previously. To Rough and Tough is the name of this place. Socks. I don't even know what kind of socks I currently have. Engineer boots or dress shoes? No, I already got gloves I like. Sport backpack. Ah, Apfel is German for apple. Gotcha. I like my nylon backpack, and I don't need a cap nor a fedora. Ah. I mean, at least it's a more unique thing. Like, I took 4 years of Spanish in high school, and while I can remember some stuff, it's all very generic stuff that I remember. Wow, that Socks and Tights shop is also going to get a 1-star review for kicking me out. Can I fly over this? Yeah, I can. Oh, hello. Don't mind the giant bike Pokemon stomping around on the roof of your house there, people. It's all gonna be fine. Different colored engineer boots and different colored dress shoes, sandals, Sandals are gross. Same thing with flip-flops. Also, you use dir because it's masculine according to your lessons. Ah. This food shop is... Again, Kirei Kotomine is clearly established here in the Paldea region. Which is honestly astounding. You know. Kirei is... Oh! Okay, well, this is... Okay. This is interesting. You can buy all the mints. Okay, so I know for sure that Surtur is gonna be on the final squad. I'm minting him up. Oh no, he's already got a great... What am I talking about? He's already got the best nature in Modest, so I don't even need to. Well, dang. Training up competitive mons has to be so much easier. The bottle caps. Man, if there is an item that you can get that somehow turns your Pokemon shiny, then holy cow, that will be awesome. I very much doubt it exists, but it would be awesome all the same. Produce. Let's see. Do I need to purchase any produce? I guess I do need to. Get some salad. Some cucumbers. Avocado. Filet. Doesn't seem like... I'm wondering if all of them have the exact same stock at some point. Oh, no, this is different. Herb sausage. Yeah, no. No, sausage is made with lechonk, and I will not consume a lechonk. I will not. Never shall I ever. Shurikens. What is the new thing gonna be in here, if any? Oh, noodles! Noodles. Okay. Why would you put noodles or rice on a sandwich? See, that's not... See, I don't really get that. Noodles and rice on a sandwich. That just doesn't sound like it works. I'm gonna be completely honest here. Okay, I'm curious as to what kind of sandwiches I have available to me now. So let's see what we've got. I really wish there was a easier filtration method here to see, like, sort by what's new and whatnot. Avocado. Noodle sandwich is definitely new. Dull. Poison and counter power, so poison types love noodles. Good to know. Oh, there is... I swear it never said this before. I swear there was never a thing before that said what was new. Refreshing sandwich. Tomato, avocado for bug. Dragon catching power. Encounter fire. Encounter fighting with an ultra refreshing sandwich. I might... No, I don't really need to eat that, because I know where I can get Menki easily enough. Hamburger sandwiches. How could people... Okay, it must not tell me if I don't have the ingredients if something is new. I'm guessing that's what it is. It's just not going to tell me if it's new if I don't have the ingredients. So there is a lot of sandwiches out there, though. A whole lot of sandwiches. Okay. Pack up. Now, I'm pretty sure I caught all of the Pokemon that were in the desert. Pretty sure is the keyword here. I could review my decks. There we go. The Terra Orb charging is the main thing I needed. Yeah, Cacnea's been encountered. Have I captured a Fanphy? Yep. Sanaconda I know I've got. More Fanphy. I know I've got you, because I evolved you myself. Rufflet. I feel like yeah, I've got a Rufflet. I don't need to fight any trainers out here. I do need to go ahead and throw Palindrome back at the lead. I have no idea how Palindrome evolves. I know I have Orthworm. I've got Tumbly already. There's the Team Star base up there. Team Star will be falling today. We will finish them off here. That is for sure gonna happen. Is that normal? The green eyes? I hope green eyes is normal on a Sandaconda. Otherwise, I might have just missed a shiny. Because honestly, I don't really look too deeply into Pokemon's eyes. Or at least not their color. Okay, yeah, green eyes. Well, I mean, you know, if they don't give up, but they do give up, I'm murdering the concept of Team Star. By the end of the day, the whole concept of Team Star being a thing will be no more. Well, that's a real small little, dude. Sandile Claw. 2-star, that's a Finneon. Cacturn. Pathway up. Where would this lead? Oh, this... Ooh, this might actually be the path to the Titan. Maybe? It looks like it might be a back road to to the Titan at the very least. That'd be interesting. Take the back way in. No, I think I'll do that, just because I'm pretty sure the next Titan I fight will end up giving me the ability to surf, and while I feel fairly confident in my gliding capabilities, ooh, Larvesta, that's one I definitely don't have. Or Sandile, I guess. Really? This little fella just had to interrupt me. Oh, little fella, little fella, little fella. Capsicid. How could you? That Capsicid could have made me lose this Larvesta. I think I need to weaken it a little bit. Psybeam. Okay. I think Assurance probably would be fine. Okay. Ooh. Painful. Giraffe rig is hurting. Alright. Let's go Ultra Ball. You can do it. I believe. I failed my beliefs. And there goes Palindrome. I'm just gonna bring in, Oral here because, yeah. I don't think I've got anybody that can damage this Larvesta without KOing it regardless. So let's just bring in pretty much a wall. Bring in the wall. There we go. Capture complete. Poor Palindrome is KO'd, though. I'll have to revive. Larvesta, the torch Pokemon. In ancient times, Larvesta were worshipped as emissaries of the sun. However, it is also viewed as a burden since it often caused forest fires. Aw, poor Larvesta. I don't see you as a burden. Honestly, I like the Larvesta line. Back. Good lord. I don't think I purchased a single revive this whole game. And I have 50 plus of them. That's astounding. Should also heal Logi up a bit. Alright, and then there was also Sandile hanging around here. Okay, how was that? Okay, I was about to say, how was that not a back attack, but it was. Ultra Ball! Go! Hey! Nice and easy. Nice and easy. Palindrome wants to learn the move Twin Beam. What is that? Psychic type. Shoots mystical beams from its eyes to inflict damage, hits twice in a row. 40 base power, so it's essentially an 80 base power move? Sure. Drop Psybeam for that. I could have dropped Double Hit, but I feel like that might be required to evolve. Sandile, the desert croc Pokemon. They live under hot desert sands in order to keep their body temperature from dropping. To the box, Sandile! I totally need to check my, Pokédex. Oh, there we go. Palindrome is evolving! I really do like Farigiraf. It looks cool. I like it. Farigiraf, the long neck Pokemon. The hardened head from the tail protects the head of the main body as Farigiraf whips its long neck around to headbutt enemies. 10'6"? Farigiraf is a unit! Okay, so I want to check real quick. Show me my dex. I'm at 185 cost, so Sprigatito is not going to be found. I need to look based on line count. So, Houndour. Houndour is more southernly, so I haven't encountered Houndour's natural habitat yet. Kricketot is also more southernly, so I haven't encountered that natural habitat. Scatterbug, I think, has 2 evolutions? I think? No, or does it only have 1? I honestly don't remember. Okay, yeah, it has 2. I've got Combi, the Rickety line, Happiny line, Hazuro line, Surskit line, Buizel, Psyduck, Choodle, Ralts line, Drowsy line, Ghastly line, Pikachu line. Slackoth is going to be a hard one, because it's a tree encounter. Bound Sweet line, Small of line. I have a Small of. And when I encounter it officially is when I will start training it up. Rockruff line, the Roly-Coly line, Shinx line, Starly should be soon. So, Starly, Kricketot. Is it currently just Starly and Kricketot? I think so. Yeah, Starly and Kricketot are the only lines currently that I have not encountered yet. For total dex completion purposes. We got Mareep. Petalil. Petalil actually is close to here. That's good to know. So I might be able to find Petalil around here-ish. Arrokuda is a water encounter, which I don't really have water accessibility. I forgot Arrokuda evolved. Driftbloom, I have not encountered once, I don't believe. Nor have I encountered Numel, which is a little odd, because one might think Numel would be in the desert. I have not encountered Eevee yet, either. Another surprising. Toxel will be soon. Ditto. I passed by, which is not too surprising because it's Ditto. Okay, I think that's enough searching. So I'm not doing a full dex completion on stream. I can say that much for certain. I did it once with Legends Arceus. I'm not doing it again because that would take a while. I'm going to do it off stream because I do want to do it, though. But yeah, on stream, 100%ing the dex, not going to happen. That is far, far too time-consuming. Fire Applin. At most, I'm going to look around for Numel here, because it would make sense to encounter a Numel in the desert. It would make sense, which means I'm probably not going to. Because since when does Pokemon games make sense? Lots of Donphan. Okay. I did not expect Iron Treads to be here. Donphan! Run. Oh wow, these are a bit higher leveled. I want to give Palindrome a chance. I can't lock onto it. We're Donphan! Okay, this one is a static encounter then. Oh, level 45. And I don't have anything very effective here. I don't want to KO it. So I'm very hesitant about bringing out a big one. Oral might be able to tank for a little bit. Sorry about not using you in your debut battle here, Oral, but... Or a Palindrome. Okay, never mind. Ironhead. Ouch. It's probably a more physical mon. So Logi should be better suited. Arm thrust. Okay, yeah, it's definitely got more physical defense than I'm guessing special defense would have been. 2 hits. It does not have something super effective against Logi either. Bite for neutral. Okay. Ultra Ball. And it failed. Lovely. I don't know if I can really make it much weaker, is the issue here. It's a hard catch, apparently, though. Gotta love it. So... Rapid Spin, Iron Head, Knockoff. Has it used a fourth move? I don't really know off the top. Critical hit. Do I have a Dusk Ball? I do. Give it a shot. Hey! Dusk Ball was what it needed. Alrighty. Iron Treads was caught. Fair bit of leveling for everybody that was in there. Scarab wants to learn Dig. You're definitely a physical attacker. So yeah, drop Mudshot for Dig. Iron Treads, Paradox Pokemon. Sightings of this Pokemon have occurred in recent years. It resembles a mysterious object described in an old expedition journal. I kind of like the name Iron Treads, so I'm not going to give it a name. Quirk Drive. It has an attack nature. Boosts the Pokemon's proficient stat on electric terrain if the Pokemon is holding a booster energy. Okay, that's not a bad Iron Treads, I don't think. So head to the box for now. I'm about to get into a fight with a Rufflet, it looks like. Twin Beam. I'm curious as to what it looks like. Oh wait, it does twice. Okay, that's not terrible. That wasn't bad. Normal Psychic. I don't know. Like I said, I have most of the team in mind. I'm gonna go with Pawniard's final line, Skeledirge, and Finizen's line. So that's Skeledirge, Finizen, Pawniard is 3. Oh, hello, that is a Cyclizar. Not too concerned about that. Beyond them, though, I don't really have any particular preferences, so maybe Farigiraf will be on the squad. I don't know. I mean, honestly, I kind of don't want type overlap, though. Hello, Chansey. I don't want really type overlap, so I don't think I'll throw Iron Treads on the squad. It's a cool-looking Pokemon, don't get me wrong. Oral actually is probably going to be on the squad as an Ice Dragon. So, Oral, Palafin, J6, Surtur. So that's 4. So I'd have room for 2 more Mons. Is that a Cleffa? No, it was a Sandile. So I have room for 2 more Mons. It's something to think on. Also, I completely forgot that I had some Fainted Mons, as well as Mons that are not in any good order. So you, and you will move. Iron Treads, I don't think I'm going to use you, so I'm going to just put you over here with the other not going to be used ones. And then I think box 6 was where I was storing still. Yes, indeed. Okay. And now we can revive. I do also... I'm probably not going to use Kratos when I eventually catch him as a Mankey. And possibly evolve them all up. In fact, if I'm not going to use him, is there a point in really going out of my way for Kratos? I mean, it would be another Paldean Mon. I mean, but if I decide I want to use him when the DLC eventually comes out, then... I mean, it won't hurt to have him named. I don't know. I definitely have to think on this. I still have 2 more open team slots here. I kind of want a tank, which was going to go to Sodium or to... Well, that's Bebe. Or no, Floette. So Sodium or Glamora, who has a very complicated name that I probably should not have named in a real complicated manner, is probably going to... could serve as the tank role. Because I don't really think I've encountered too many other tanky mons. Oh, hello, that's a new mon, the sort of swan-looking one. Hello. Bombardier. Bombs away! You know, I forgot to check what Palindrome's ability was, too. Oh! Doesn't okay, interesting. It's a physical attacker who's dark type? And I might have accidentally KO'd it here. Okay, I didn't, thankfully. Ultra Ball, go! That was close. Thief. Ow. Come on, Ultra Ball. Why are you failing against a level 19 Pokemon? That doesn't make sense. There we... No, come on, game. Come on. Come on. No game. Okay, come on. What is going on here? What is the freaking cat? What is your catch rate, Bombardier? Oh my goodness. I'm looking up the catch rate now. You have a 7.7% catch rate. Get in the ball. I also find it hilarious that it has not done any attacking moves for some reason. In quite a while. Did I break its AI? Somehow? By living the rock throw and payback? Or knockoff or whatever it used? There we go. Finally! Good gracious, Bombardier. Bombardier, the item drop Pokemon. Bombardier uses the apron on its chest to bundle up food, which it carries back to its nest, and enjoys dropping things that makes loud noises. In that case, I could name it Stork, because that is kind of what it resembles, but it likes dropping things that makes loud noises. I think I have enough letters for this. This is... Okay, this is literally almost its exact name, but I'm not creative. When it comes to naming things, I am not that creative. It actually has a pretty good attack stat. Adamant nature, it is a flying dark type. Interesting. It does not evolve, though, which is slightly disappointing. Now, I'm surrounded by Gaslies and a Skidoo, and a Swablu, who was hidden. The hidden Swablu is what got me. Makes sense. Twin Beam is honestly a really good move. Okay, let's see what's over here, shall we? So I know Petalil can spawn around here. And I do need one for completion purposes of my decks. Okay. I've got to try, you know? You can't present a cliffside like this and not expect a seasoned Skyrim player to try and get as high up as they can. Which apparently is this, because I don't have the ability to climb. But I'll be back, you rock formation. I'll be back one day. Now they're red. And now I'm seeing a lot more Bombardiers. Oh, and there's a Numble. Oh, I did not mean to encounter you, Skidoo. Sorry. Sorry, little Skidoo. Just shh. Go to sleep, Skidoo. Go to sleep. Good Skidoo. Good Skidoo. Easy capture. Numel, the numb Pokemon. The flaming magma it stores in its hump, and the hump on its back is the source of its tremendous power. Another entry. Potential completion. So I'm pretty sure, like I said, Petalil is the only other Pokemon in this immediate vicinity. There was to the north Ditto that I'm going to have to backtrack on eventually, but I'm not too concerned with it right now. Because like I said, I'm not streaming me getting every single Pokemon in the decks. Mankey. You know what? If this is a male Mankey, we will catch it, and we have Kratos. Welcome to the team, Kratos! And we might as well start training it up. Farigiraf is definitely on the maybe category as far as late game team members goes. Obviously, training will be needed to get them up to snuff, but yes, Mankey, you will be the one and only Kratos. Let's see your summary here. You actually have a good nature as well. Awesome. Add to the party. And we will swap out Palindrome for now. And then we will put Skullval in the lead. Come back in here. And Palindrome can join everybody else in the potential use later category. I definitely need to get... I really want to get a shiny Delpho. I really, really do. Alright, but Skullvile is in the lead. Oh, Rototo! Yo, Soul, so from what I gather, it seems like the Open Sky Titan lives somewhere up on this mountain. There are all kinds of crazy boulders raining down from the mountain, too. It's gonna be a little tricky to stand around and look for the Titan while dodging all those. I think you'll be sent flying if you hit by a falling boulder, but maybe you could power your way through with top that brood of yours. Possibly. That star is shining much more brightly than the others. Well, no, there's the occasional star that really twinkles. I was about to say, wonder what that's all about, but maybe it's just coincidence. Well, let's go inside. Salandit's probably on the layer above this one. Seriously? We cannot climb that little baby rock! Do Razor Leaf. Okay. So I already am pretty sure I know what Skullvile here evolves into. I think it evolves into that two-headed plant. So it probably won't make it as a permanent member of the team, but since I did catch it, I will be training it up to its evolution at the very least. Fur, rare bone, more Salandits, Diglett I almost ran into, and now it's day. No, it's not daytime. It looked almost like it was daytime, but that was just weird glare, I guess. Sorry, you looked a little bit off color there, Mudbray. So I was wondering if you were shiny or not. I really, really would like to encounter a shiny. And actually realize it's a shiny and not just, like, ride past a shiny without realizing it. Because that would be very, very sad. I'd be a sad boy. Such a sad boy. Oh, that's, Nimble. Took me a moment to remember the name of it. More Capsikids, more Mankey, Skidoo. Mankey, Ghastly. So it looks like this is just like a back way. Oh, hello. Looks like this is just like a back way around the mountain. Is there anything over here? Like maybe a ominous stake that is holding back a seal for a potential end of the world scenario, or at least end of Paldea scenario? There might be. There just might be. What does this lead to? This is a weird little hidden alcove here. Very odd little alcove. Also, something that just occurred to me, but hide and seek. Oh, come on, little Nimble. I did not even run into you, little fella. But hide and seek could be a little bit more difficult if with the mini maps. But I mean, I'm not really sure how the hide and seek rules would work, so I digress. It could be a no issue, just like don't peek at other people's streams. But I'm pretty sure stream sniping tends to not be very happily looked upon by people do those kinds of things anyway, so probably is a non-issue, and I'm making a mountain out of a molehill. Even though it's not even really a molehill or a mountain just yet, but I digress. Did I come from here? No. I came from lower. Yeah, I came from lower down here, but so this is that cave that had the cell in it. I'll check the cave, though. Real quick peek. See what's here. Diglet dig. Young Yusion. Sable hi. Starting to become daybreak here. Ooh, I wonder if Driftblim will be around here, actually. It would make sense if Driftblim spawns around here, because Driftblim do like windmills, and there is a fair few of those around here, so maybe I'll find Driftblim around here. Probably at daytime, I would hazard a guess, though. Probably. Also, Petalil does spawn around here, too, so keep my eyes wide open. Especially when day breaks. But finding all the stakes is not going to be easy, I can feel. What is this? Jolteon. It is a Terra Jolteon, and I don't have anything against Terra Pokemon, but they can be troublesome to fight sometimes. I do find it pretty interesting that pretty much all the evolutions do have various Terra forms that can be found throughout the world, so you don't have to go through the effort of evolving them. And it kind of does imply that they can naturally, you know, find those evolution abilities on their own. Especially so with Espeon and such. But did they... I think they changed Espeon and Umbreon to being able to evolve through Dawn and Moonstone, so that's kind of, you know, no longer a friendship thing. Sylveon, though. They haven't changed Sylveon's evolution. I'm pretty sure I found a wild Terra Sylveon. Oh, hi, Capsicid. You blended in so well, so I didn't see you. Sorry. Okay, you weren't even there. That Capsicid didn't even spawn into existence until I was literally right next to a wall. Hey, Mercy, welcome to the stream. How be things, Well, I think I see the Titan Pokemon, and it looks to be a Bombardier. How far down do these rocks come? Okay, they sort of fall off to the sides, or they just dissipate. Okay. Oh, we do have a center down here. Probably wouldn't hurt to go to. Just so I have a quick way back if I need to. Took the long way around, but I got here eventually. Still have not seen a single... Oh yeah, I've made it a fair ways. I am fairly deep in. I feel like I can finish off the the last singular Team Star member and the final 2 Titans today. I feel like that is definitely within my capabilities. And I wonder if my guess about Driftbloom spawning around here was right or not. Because it would make sense. It would be such a callback to have Driftbloom spawn around windmills. It would be such a nice callback if that is true. In fact, I'm going to go all the way up these stairs just to see if it is. No, there's no Driftbloom at the top of this windmill. Shame. Such a shame, the lack of Driftbloom. Evasive maneuvers! Okay. It does knock you back, that's kind of fun. Sorry, Miraiden, I just wanted to see what would happen. Is that mean? Might be a little mean to have said that, but so I'm sorry, Miraiden. You'll get a sandwich's reward soon, though. You will get your just reward of a sandwich. And also, I feel like this is where the final Titan fight is about to take place here. It definitely looks like a hidden cavern. Oh, level 30! And it's not. This Haunter does not want me to flee. Alright, bite it. One more. Please don't kill me. I honestly don't know what Spike does. Ah, that's what Spike does. That's annoying. Heal. Okay. Let's go take down Bombardier here. How these rocks somehow maneuvered their way to cornering, I do not know. And that is kind of scary if rocks could do that. Or boulder. Imagine you're just, you think you're out of the way of a rock slide or something, and you just see the boulders just start make a sharp left turn around the edge to where you were just taking cover. Like they keep their momentum and they just suddenly turn. That'd be terrifying. Stork! It is a stork. Okay. Skull Vial might not have been the best choice here. Scarab, sure. I'm sure sending a bug type out against a flying type is totally fine. Ow. I think I'm gonna switch again. I'm gonna be smart. I wanted to give some of the weaker members a chance to, prove themselves, but... I think they're just too weak right now. That or something is controlling them. And I'm not sure which would be more terrifying. The idea of boulders being alive or of them being controlled? Oh, I guess I was wrong about the location of the den. It's literally right next to me. Titan Bombardier began eating something. Arvin! So you managed to get the Titan somehow, huh? So that's the Open Sky Titan. Wait, is this the Titan that's been dropping all those boulders? I was lucky enough to be able to sneak up here because it all its attention on you, little bud. It looks like it's trying to power itself up, like with some kind of mystical meal power or something. So we better get ready to go all out. Neither is scary to you because you do not fear pain. Well, think of it this way, though. What would be scarier? The idea of sentient boulders that might wish for some weird form of revenge? Or the idea of boulders being controlled somehow, which might imply that there's a bigger threat to it all behind all sorts of rock slides and stuff. It's not always about what can cause you pain, it's about the implications. Torment. I don't remember what Torment does. Sapient inanimate objects actually would give you a paranoia of who knows what. Yeah, inanimate objects being sapient would probably be the worst of the two options, because if boulders are sapient, then who knows what else is. Kratos and Oral level. Skidoo's braying. Whatever it is that goats do. I honestly don't know. Yes, way to go, Soul. Looks like we don't have to worry about any more boulders falling on us now, huh? Indeed. Let's get Herber Mystica, and let's heal your doggo up, Arvin. There's been more Herber Mystica. Let's hurry and find it before the Titan can come back for another go at us. Yes, let us heal your doggo. Let us heal your Mabalstiff, Arvin. Come on out. Come out wherever you are. Yes, found it. Here's our little herb. The bitter Herba Mystica. Best shape, this sheen. Looks like it'll taste horrible, which means it's gotta be good for you. Now, let's see. What does the book have to say? Bitter Herba Mystica is great for your circulation. It really gets the blood flowing. And that warms you right up, nice and toasty, even boosting the immune system. Or so it says. I'm pretty sure it said that about all the Herba Mystica here, Arvin. I'm not gonna lie. I'm pretty sure it's literally saying the exact same thing about every single one. No time to waste. Let's get some food going. Yes, let us heal your Mabalstiff, Arvin. Hiya! Watcha! Sorry for the wait. Here's a super healthy sandwich that'll perk you up once you eat it. Plus a token of our friendship. Here's another Titan badge. Gaze at it in awe as you eat. There's stink lines coming from it. I'm not sure if I would eat a bitter sandwich. I don't really care for bitter taste, so... Yeah, I'm happy to give this one to you, Miraiden. Go ahead and munch up. When you were 3 for watching tourists, you dreamed every animate human-shaped object and dolls action was alive and trying to kill you, but the earth was alive and also wanted you to live, and you took a baseball bat and smashed plastic ones to bits and ran from the fabric ones. Yeah, I mean, the original Toy Story, well, it had some nice themes. The final part against Sid probably gave many a child nightmares. I'm not gonna lie, that probably gave many a child nightmares. Come on out, Mbasta. Food's up. Munch, munch, munch. Come on, Mbasta, if you can do it, boy. Would you look at that? Seems like someone's got a proper appetite now. Chomp, chomp, snarf, chomp. The power of bitterness has unlocked. Surfing! Seeming like that fellow's also slowly regaining its original strength. Still doesn't look like it's anywhere close to returning to its battle form. Aww. Seems healthy enough physically. Maybe it's got some kind of mental block that's preventing it from returning to its true form? What do you mean? I've read about it in books before. A mental scar like psychological trauma, you know? I think that's what you call it. Maybe it had a terrifying experience in battle, so now it's too scared to battle at all? Well, don't worry. I'm sure that both that brute and Mabostif will make a full recovery eventually. How do you feel, Mabostif? How's that Herp by Mystica working? No pressure. Not like it's fair to expect every kind of Herb of Mystica to have some huge effect, right? And it's not like the effect has to be immediate either. Baroof. It's okay, don't worry. Sola and I are going to make sure you're right as rain. We've got one more herb to go, and I bet it's the best of them all. It's just gotta be. Alright, Sol. The next stop on our herb hunt should be the last. But we can't lose steam until we're done. Let's keep the momentum. Here we go. Did not care a damn about the movie because it wasn't real. And then at age 3, I dreamed I was fighting Pokemon with your fists in a Snorlax Smash. Crush you Smash Cell, and he wasn't scared but died in the dream. And that was your last dream for 17 to 18 years. Holy cow! That's a long time to go without having any dreams. Like a real long time. Hello, Sol. This is Turo. I detect that Miraidon has regained more of its original power. While riding upon it, it seems you should now be able to move across water. Woo! You must continue to help Miraidon recover. Not afraid of pain, but of shame. I feel like a lot of people would agree with that sentiment, that they are afraid of shame and the like. And I mean, there's nothing wrong with being afraid of being ashamed or shamed or anything like that, really. I'm losing altitude fast. Okay, so you cannot glide for too long. That's quite unfortunate. Like, holy cow, that is unfortunate that you cannot maintain gliding capabilities for long. Let's go for the dive! There we go. And now we're swimming! At long last, the whole world is open to us. So, living or self-aware objects made of non-organic matter or without nervous systems would scare you. Completely reasonable, too. I don't have Finneon. Nope. Not now, Clauncher. I don't remember if you have a pre-evolved form or not. So I'm not going to fight you, because I don't remember if you have a pre-evolution Clawitzer. I guess I've got to fight you, because you're way higher level than me. Okay, Logi, get out here. Logi, the reliable... Okay, when did that happen? Hold up. When did Logi get a title? I'm on the earth would know my guilt, stupidity, and imperfections and ugliness. Well, they might also know, they would for sure actually know the other sides of everything as well, though, is the thing. You gotta think it in that way too. If something knows all of your imperfections, it knows all of your positivity. He has a partner mark. Surtur the Gourmand. Sure, why not? Surtur is a gourmand. I don't know how he got that mark, but I'll take it. But yeah, if it knew all of your negativity, it would know all of the positive things as well as the thing you have to think about. That is fair. That is fair. And I mean, as long as... And you've come to this realization that so long as you don't only see the negatives and you can see some positivities, then that's a good thing, that you can acknowledge that there is negatives for you. If you can acknowledge that you have some negative points, but also acknowledge that there are positives as well, then that's not a terrible mindset to have. Because if you acknowledge your negatives, then you can move past your negatives. Or at least work to move past them. You know? It gives you something to work towards. You can work towards overcoming the negative parts of your personality, / that kind of stuff. And that is something that it sounds like you do often, is try to work past the negativity. Put Skull Vial back in the lead. Phantom Force, okay. I really kind of wish this water was textured a little better. Like, the water is textured so much better closer to the shore compared to out here. Out here, this is kind of, you know, this is not the best water textures, I'm not gonna lie. It wouldn't be that big a deal if it were true, because at least it'd be hated or punished. Knowledge reserve. No help myself. Self-control. I mean, again, it's something you're working on, though, right? You have stated multiple times that you do work to be a better person. That you work to overcome these weaknesses in yourself. Do you not? Because we all... I will admit, I've done things that I am not proud of in the past. And I acknowledge that they were probably not things that I should have done. But I do strive to work past that, to redeem myself for such things that I have done in the past, you know? And I feel like if we can work towards that kind of mindset, that, you know, it can get better. Okay, come on. I was trying to throw a ball at you, Quillfish. I think I need to just power level Skull Vial up here, because I'm just gonna keep getting in trouble if I don't. Ow. Exactly. If you can save try, then that is a good thing. Trying is better than not. To have tried and failed is better than to have not tried at all. Because at least you put the effort in. And... okay, what is with my controller here? No, come on. And a lot... trust me when I say, a lot of people just don't try. Like, in a lot of things... okay, come on. What is up with my controller? Would real, I would probably wind up afraid of nothing, because what I had feared would already be reality. Fearing would change it. There's logic in that, yeah. But, trust me when I say, the fact that you are trying, it counts for a lot, because so many people in life just do not try to better themselves, to work past these things. I mean, I can't give specifics, obviously, because that would be a HIPAA violation, but I have seen people who, like, just from their health standpoint, don't try to get better. Like, patients come in and they just don't want to get better with their health. And sometimes it's even their personality. Like, we've had people who get patients that get angry that we will not, you know, give them pain medications because they're addicted, but they don't admit they're addicted, or that kind of stuff. And rather than acknowledge, you know, that yes, I have this very unhealthy vice, they just double down, and they don't want to admit that they have a problem, you know? Oh, that's how you evolve Skull Vial. Do a Firestone. Yeah, we might as well. You know, just so many people in the world itself nowadays, they have these negative aspects to them, and they don't want to change them, or they don't try to change them. So the fact that you are is good. Let's go Villain. Well, I didn't really go too variety on the name of this one. The green head has turned vicious due to spicy chemicals stimulating its brain. Once it goes on a rampage, there's no stopping it. Wants to learn Spicy Extract? What is that? It's a grass move. Sharply boosts the attack and lowers defense. Sure, drop headbutt for it. I'll give Skull Vial... Oh, wants to learn Flamethrower. Okay. Honestly, a bit better of a special attacker than physical, so drop Bite. Afraid of hurting people and doing the wrong thing, and that doesn't always stop me from doing hurtful things, but sometimes it does. I mean, again, asking for perfection is a bit extreme. Again, as long as you try, that is what matters in the grand scheme of things. And yeah, you are sorry. And being sorry does make a difference as well. Also, I think I'm going to have to be putting Skull Vial away. Because, yeah, it just got one shot by a Quillfish. Logi, we need you, man. That Velouz is going to come after me soon. Let's weaken this Quillfish. Please don't KO. And we KO'd. Lovely. Lovely, lovely stuff. I see Ice Skew over there. Also, I like now how my Pokemon magically have the ability to swim. Now that I have the ability to swim. Great stuff. Do I have Ice Cube? Yeah, I do. You are the baby form of Clauncher. So we'll go for you. And you are... Oh no, Clauncher is the baby form of Clawblitzer, or whatever that thing is called. I know my Pokemon, I swear. I swear I know my Pokemon names. I'm not a noob. I swear. I know things. Many things. Clauncher's claws will regrow if they fall off, but the meat inside the claw is edible, but it has a distinct flavor and doesn't appeal to all tastes. Okay, so it's definitely seeming like if I ever somehow got isekai to the Pokemon world, that the only bit of protein / meat I would be able to have is from water types, because they tend to be able to regrow things. Why water types have regenerative capabilities, I have no idea. I would really love to know why water types can regenerate, but I'm not going to question it. I'm not going to question why most water types have some form of regeneration. Ooh. I mean, maybe there's something... Maybe most water or sea-dwelling animals can naturally heal as well? It's possible I don't know everything about the sea. I didn't go along the career path of marine biologist like I wanted to as a child. Even if that was secondary to being a dolphin trainer. Because I liked dolphins quite a lot as a child. I wanted to train them. Wanted to work at SeaWorld. Train dolphins for a living. That career path was shut down pretty quickly. Cross chop. 100 with 80 base. Drop swagger. Aloma Mola. They float upon the open sea. Many water Pokemon gather around in the area around Alola Mola. Alomola. Whatever that thing's name is. Alright. Bergmite. I've got you. I need to keep my eyes open for any Finizens as well as Quillfish. Bite. I need to weaken it. Excuse me. And of course, this is going to be a fun capture, isn't it? Fun, fun, fun. Okay, that was better. That was not as bad as I was worried. Yeah, it didn't look like... That was a bit random of a thing, told if your class was open book. Quillfish. The balloon Pokemon. Experienced fishers say they try to catch Quillfish in the brief moment that these Pokemon become defenseless, just after launching poisonous spikes. Yeah, I think your messages stopped going through there briefly. Are you in class or something right now, Mercy? Out of curiosity? Was that Shelter? Yeah, that's Shelter. I don't think I have Shelter. No, I do not have Shelter. Catching lots of Pokemon I didn't cap. Arm Thrust. Protect. It can protect. It can attack. But most importantly, it sees Slowpoke's tail as a snack. Not gonna lie, college and semester, I looked at your notes and textbooks on quizzes and tests only for one class ever, and the quizzes were all online. I feel like a lot of people tend to do that. If it's not explicitly stated, they tend to look at those sorts of things. Oh, and speaking of college, may have been academically immoral, but this is your second year of COVID. No classes were in person and thought it was okay. Can see and heard your sister and even strangers doing the same thing. Cheat sheets for quizzes and knowledge they might otherwise forget. I was doing so well, I was certain it wasn't in fact the letter grade you got, but the curiosity got the better of you, so you tried without, I'm guessing. Shelter, the bivalve Pokemon. Clamping onto an opponent reveals its vulnerable parts, so it only uses this move as a last resort. But, yeah, when you're done, I've got a bit of a rant I want to go on, because... Let me just say... I am not too pleased with how my Anatomy and Physiology 2 class is about to be going this semester. So we would have gotten the same grade. The class didn't even have an A+ or A's. It was just an A. Well, I mean, see, the thing is, honestly, in some instances, it depends on the class. I will be completely honest here, and I'm not advocating for cheating overall, but it definitely depends on the class. as to how strict teachers can be with this kind of stuff. Because I remember growing up, all the time I was told, you cannot use a calculator on this, you will not have a calculator in your pocket when you're growing up. Now, obviously, that was not the case because technology has advanced so far, but back then, it, like, didn't really make sense that we wouldn't have access to that kind of thing to help out with calculations. Now, I can definitely understand the point of wanting to be able to know how to do some of these calculations rather than just relying on technology, and I can definitely understand the point of wanting to know how some bits of knowledge work rather than all of them. But, like, there are some subjects that I definitely feel it would make logical sense to allow them to be open book and the like. Because some subjects are just so much just blunt force if it's blunt force memorization, then I don't see why you can't be able to just refer to it, because that's what you're going to do later on in life. You are going to probably open up a Google page and look up this information online. But if it comes down to something that you need to actually understand, like the reasoning behind it, or understand the mechanics of how did you get to from point A to point B, that I can understand, not having an open book test sort of situation. And try morals long term. If you had done it in a way it was positive/fair, the other classes that were taking the same field of science that semester approved open book. See, yeah, like, that's the thing. It oftentimes depends from professor to professor what they do and do not allow. Like, it can be ridiculous. There should be one standard. Yes, this is allowed. You can use your books for this, or no, you're not allowed to use your books for this sort of thing. Because so many teachers have different methods. Some are completely fine with open book tests and stuff because they know that sometimes the material is too hard, or sometimes it's just so boring that you can't really, or it's just route memorization where you just need to memorize A, B, C, D, and you gotta do it a lot. So, it's a series of knowledge, you don't regain your curiosity. That didn't matter to me if something wasn't supposed to. Okay. Well, honestly, I'll let you finish. Yeah, I should probably let you finish before I continue interjecting my points. I do apologize that I just keep randomly interjecting my thoughts and points into things. Wild Dragonite. I don't think I've ever seen a Wild Dragonite. Okay, that's different. And that shut me up. That shut me up. Just random Wild Dragonite. Man, Paldea region's awesome. I love the open world of Pokemon games. Makes it feel so much more alive. And just, satisfies that childhood desires to have this sort of game. Okay, I don't think I'm going to get anything else without just going straight into the lake, so I guess the false dragon titan awaits. I know that's not the false dragon titan, because that's an actual dragon. It's a false dragon, so let's have Laurel take the lead here. Nearly got by a Dragonite. Do I have Dratini? I do. Lots of Dratini on the lake. Your human embryology professor said it's not cheating on anything in his class, regardless of where the source of your knowledge is. from, as long as you're answering from the knowledge you have on the subject and are not seeking to submit the correct answers without the correct corresponding knowledge that enables you to understand in the way that is correct. And why. Okay, so... a little bit confusing phrasing there, but I get the gist of it. So, essentially, as long as he doesn't care where you get the knowledge... I mean, I'm pretty much just repeating what was just said. He doesn't care where you get the correct knowledge from, but as long as you're answering... as long as you're not just answering to... he didn't use that exact phrasing. So long as you're not just answering to answer the question, then where you got the knowledge from is fine, so long as you can understand the why. Does that summarize it up pretty nicely? What is this Terramon? Terra Slowbro. Or slows. I was sure there was going to be, like, a stake on here. Guess not every island has to have something on it. So it's only cheating if you're cheating yourself, too, then. Essentially, is what it comes down to. Because you can't really cheat him, you can only cheat yourself out of the knowledge. Okay. Yeah, I had a roughly. Yeah. Only cheating if you're cheating yourself out of the knowledge. Which actually is a fairly decent mindset, I guess, you know. It's only cheating if you're cheating yourself out of the knowledge, essentially. Because if you haven't learned it, then you're cheating yourself. Okay. I like that kind of logic. I do like that logic. Even if I have summarized it massively. Scyther. Anything interesting around here? More Tatsugiri. Slowpoke Bro. Dragon Claw. Potentially useful. Potentially. Restore. Steak! Remove the steak. Okay, that Tropius looked very pink because of that Slowpoke, and I was wondering if it was a shiny or not, but no. Sadly, it's not. No shinies for me. None. I am shinyless. So very shinyless. Pretty sure the Titan's over this way, is it not? Also, I'm wondering why I've not seen a single Finizen on the water here. I guess they must be more saltwater dwelling fish. But there's an iceberg here. Titan. I'm guessing that's the Titan. Titan. Tashi. Suiten. These Tatsugiri are all talking. Su. Shisu. Suitan. Tashi. She. Ching is using a site or other moral, possible criminal source to find the correct answer, as in what term or letter or number quiz needs to be filled without understanding why it's the correct answer, or this definition, or the term or definition is actually or what the picture that is marked describes. Okay, yeah. Using that to not with intentionally learning. Suitan. Yeah, so cheating yourself out of the knowledge. That's what it comes down to. Sushi. Wait, oh no, actually talking to these little fellas triggered a fight. Okay, I don't need to... Okay, I guess I do need to fight you. Well, that's good. I'm happy to hear that you never did that. Yeah, I have not cheated on an exam or anything like that. The closest I've ever come was back in high school, like my freshman year. I had a cell phone at this point, but my phone itself was broken, but because my parents, you know, they didn't want me to not have a phone on me, they gave me my dad's phone. Well, because I wasn't used to the weight of my dad's phone, and this was exam time, I still had his phone in my pocket when it was time for my Spanish exam, and I was sweating bullets the whole class because I was worried I was going to get caught, or that the phone would ring, or something like that, and that I would get in so much trouble. So yeah, I've honestly never had the motivation to cheat because I'm terrified of what would happen if I ever did. Titan. It's the circle of life, and it moves us all. Yeah, I literally almost had a panic attack in that Spanish class because I was terrified of it being found out that I had a phone in my pocket. Because, I mean, this was also, you know, you weren't allowed to have phones on you either, so it would have been a sort of a double whammy. Why is your phone not in your locker? Why do you have a cell phone on you during final exams? It would have been, in my mind, it was all over if they found out that I had that phone on me. It would have been all over. Good job, Logi. And it just sinks back into the water menacingly. And then just rises back up again to move. I need some heals going on here. Logi's gonna have to take the lead again. What was this? This was nothing. Now, where do I need to go? Oh, it's sort of in this general direction. Oh, there's an unknown Pokemon outbreak. I'm curious about that unknown Pokemon outbreak. It's something I have not yet encountered, so it could be interesting. Oh, Slowpokes! Massive Slowpokes. Randomly out of nowhere. Nearly did me in. Saw my life flash before my eyes. But I am curious as to what this mass outbreak is. Golduck! Okay, I've encountered Golduck. Thank you, game. Thank you, game, but I have encountered Golduck before. Titan Belly Bolt! Oh no! Run as fast as you can. Oh, there's a stake. I don't think I can reach it. Unless, is there a sort of hopscotch thing I can do around here? Nope. Okay, I need to remember that that island had a stake on it. I'm probably gonna fail in my memory sequence here, but as long as I remember that I had to remember something, that's what counts, right? Tatsugiri's going in. Soul, did you find the Titan? So that's it. Sure is one big dragon. Wait, is it even a dragon or is it a fish? It's a fish. Huh? The little sushi guy just got eaten up by the Titan. You didn't expect see the food chain in action today. Except we know because of abilities that's not the case. Although it is the case in this instance, because symbiotic bond, or whatever. Wild charge. This food chain's got me pretty fascinated. I'm gonna dig in and make a meal of this battle. Impressive. It withstood a hit from Logi. We must be fairly equal leveled. Order up! Arvin, you better do something in this fight, I swear. There we go. Good job, Arvin. You nearly took it down. Alright, Logi. Finish this. Wild charge. You actually need someone who said they literally hired someone to take a chemistry test for, so by comparison you don't feel scummy. Someone you want to understand what you didn't think to ask yourself or check that you remembered something correctly. Yeah, that's... Sadly, I feel like hiring people like, especially in big college classes where the professor doesn't actually know who you are, I feel like paying people to take the test for you is a common thing. Like the 5 questions overall in the class you were uncertain that you did remember and use your notes, you actually did remember enough to... There you go. You did it. Nicely done. You probably will do better in life than the person that paid somebody else to take a test for them. We did it, Soul. Indeed we did, Arvin. Now that the Titan's taken care of, next up on the menu is that Herba Mystica. Well, the little sushi guy escaped without becoming that thing's lunch. Titan! Wait, does that thing want to fight too? Alright, I'm going to actually switch over to Oral. But yeah, you're probably going to go farther in life than somebody who paid somebody else to take a test for them. Ow. That hurt. Dragon Claw. Of course it would have Dragon Pulse. course it would have Dragon Pulse. It's a Dragon type, me. What was I thinking? That it would not have a Dragon type move. Surtur, come in. Take this time to full or max revive Oral. Pardon the yawn. Also, if you've done anything wrong is then you feel you need forgiveness for. Asking for the forgiveness is also a good sign. Is it about to be a 1v1? It's a 1v1. Awesome. Start singing here, Surtur. You're gonna only get one song off. Okay, yeah, this sushi is tough. I'll admit, this sushi is a tough customer. Yes, keep trying to icy wind me for some reason. I don't care if I'm slow. I'm already slower than you, Tatsugiri. Oh, that hurt. It's probably gonna go for Muddy Water KO. Oral, come in. I feel like you might be faster. Please be faster. I want you to get experience, Oral. Oh, of course. Oh, I know you have ice. You're okay. Sure. A neutral move does nearly half health. Good gracious, I don't have a good answer for dragon types, it seems. So yeah, I'm gonna need to think of a solution for dragon types, I think. Dig. Please go. Okay, thank goodness I'm faster. No, you admit you aren't perfect this stream. I trust you when you say I've never done anything academically dishonest. Proof statement is just a remark that you've said in general, especially in anger and greed. I understand. I understand that you were not implying I've been academically dishonest. Who wants to learn assurance here? Kratos. Yeah. Golden Drop Fury Swipes. Yeah, academic dishonesty is something that I have been raised to not really even think about doing. Causes worry. Prevents sleep. I don't care for that. Yeah. Academic dishonesty is something that was hammered out of me as a child. Hammered out pretty hard. Good job, Soul. That's my hard-working little bud. Maybe the time was both those Pokemon together, like some kind of combo meal. I mean, don't get me wrong. I've had thoughts of it. I'm pretty sure everybody has had those kinds of thoughts at some point in life. Whether it's like, oh gosh, there's this really big exam coming up. I don't know if I've studied enough. Should I? But I've thankfully never acted on it. Thank goodness I've never acted on it, because I would worry about myself. I'd take whatever grade I get, no matter if it's good or bad. And thankfully it's been on the positive lately. You know, I'm happy with that. Loan came out here, which means there should be some Urban Mystic inside. Let's go, Soul. Alright, Arvin, let's heal your doggo. Let's get my boss to fully healed up. That must be it. The Pokeball? Why is there random Pokeballs in these places? just doesn't make sense. The last Herba Mystica. The spicy. Okay, let's see what the book has to say. It seems spicy, Herba Mystica is supposed to boost your metabolism. Wow, I wouldn't have guessed. Gives your circulation a boost and helps you flush out all those toxins along with a ton of sweat. Okay, this one is a little differently described. You know what's next? It's chow time. Chow time! I would probably not be able to eat this. Spicy foods literally go right through me. And here we go. Trusty Arvin's chock-a-block full of cheer. Final herb super sandwich. Squeeze this bad sight and cry beautiful tears of friendship as you eat. Okay? It's so spicy it burnt the bread. Wonder what a pure Herba Mystica sandwich would be like. Spicy, sweet, bitter. What kind of flavor combination would that be? Sure, take spicy Miraidon. It will go right through me otherwise. Climb up vertical surfaces now. Woo! I guess it's my Bostiff's turn then. Alright, my Bostiff, let's get you better. Come on, bud. Eat up. It's gonna make you all better. I promise. Soul and I, we really did our best to get this for you. We're gonna play with your favorite ball as much as you want. You know? Just like we used to. Please. Get better. That's all I want. Really. It didn't crash on me, did it? Okay, I think... My Bostiff. Where's the voiced cut lines? You did your best, bud. We could use some voice cut scenes. The emotional impact of this would be so much better. Oh, look at the light in its eyes! It's a good boy. I wish I could have done the same. I really wish I could have done the same. Just one more day with them would be nice. One more day. Would have been amazing. Animals, pets, beloved pets, especially sick beloved pets always hits close. Always hits close. Hello, Soul. This is Turo. Seems Miraidon has regained all of its powers except for the power to battle. It should now be able to climb up any vertical surface it grabs on while you're riding upon it. Be while facing a wall. Okay. You were the right one to entrust to, Soul. Wasn't it like you had anything to do with it? The voice, Arvin, are you there? I've been searching so long for a way to reach you, because no one else can get in my lap but you. Excuse me? Please take Soul back to the lighthouse with you, to the lab on Poco Path. I'll reach out once more when you arrive there. Oh, poor Arvin. His dad just pretty much no-sold him. At least he's got his best boy back. He's got his good boy back. Guess you probably already know, but that's my dad. Always buried under his work, off pursuing his own research, never at home with me. That's the first time I've heard his voice in years, you know? And now, the first thing I get to be is treated like some kind of errand boy? He's seriously unbelievable. But I'm guessing you and Maraiden probably want to go, eh? Not gonna lie, I feel like my blood's boiling, but sure, fine, I'll get you to the lab. What else can I do? The lab is off Poco Path at the lighthouse where you and me first met. Come on, let's get moving before I change my mind. Well, you're going to be waiting for a while, Arvin. I'm not going there just yet, because there's a Team Star base, along with some gyms, and other things, so you can rest first, Arvin. You can relax, play with Mabasta for a while, you know, have fun times with your best boy, with your good doggo. Have some good fun times with your doggo. Sorry, Mercy, it got a little bit deep there. Surprisingly deep for a Pokemon game, but they've been doing that a lot lately, I feel. I feel like they've been doing that a lot lately with going deep for being Pokemon. You don't fear physical pain, but there is a limit. How much physical strength I have, how much more physical health for giant and moving things. Something further is nothing more you can do. It's a point. So you don't fear pain because there's a point which it stops being able to be added to. I can see the logic in that. There is a point you will eventually reach your threshold, after which point it just stops getting any worse. There is logic there. You definitely have logic to that argument. Hey, Lactose. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the stream. Happy things, happy things. It isn't... Honestly, it is an all-terrain dog. Maraiden is. All-terrain dog, dragon thing. He can jump, he can fly, he can climb, he can swim. Is there anything this dragon can't do? A Jollymint. But welcome to the stream, Lactose. Happy things, happy things. Can he do your taxes? That is an excellent question. I don't think so, however. Because it has... I haven't given him... What flavor would you say is associated with taxes? Because he seems to gain abilities based upon the flavor he eats. To some degree. He's already had bitter, spicy... no. Sorry, bitter gave him the ability to swim. So I don't think that he can do taxes then. I think taxes might be beyond Maraiden's capabilities. Such a shame. He's still a cool futuristic bike, though. Because, I mean, I can just imagine the day will eventually come when we have bikes and such that can literally do everything that Maraiden can do. That can turn into little gliding machines. That can climb up vertical surfaces. I can definitely foresee us having these kinds of vehicles someday. It'll be quite the day when that happens. It'll be quite the day. She said there will be more joys in heaven over one sinner that repents, the 99 reaches people who don't need forgiving. So I agree. It's good that you recognize you are flawed like I do, and I'm sorry for it. Yep, everybody is flawed, and I mean, I'm pretty sure that is just a sad fact of life. Everybody is flawed. Like, I remember actually arguing the whole point that everybody was flawed back in high school, because I went to a Christian high school, And one of my classmates was, like, we debated a lot about religious things, and I was of the opinion that everybody has flaws and such, and she was of the opinion that the likes of the saints and stuff, they didn't have flaws, they didn't have these sort of sinful inclinations or anything, and I mean, I argued that, you know, they probably did, they just didn't really show it, because if you don't have those kind of inclinations, then you're not really human. Like, to be human is to be imperfect, you know? So trying to argue that even the saints, the greatest saints and everybody, didn't sin or anything, that's, you know, that's not really a very true statement. Not saying that they were terrible people secretly, but, you know, they, like, I'm sure everybody has had those the dark thoughts at times. Like, I know again, growing up, I had dark thoughts a lot because I'm pretty sure I've said this before, but back in high school, I went to a Catholic high school. I've said this just this stream, in fact, just a couple of minutes ago, but in high school, I ran for student council president. Freshman year, I got it no problem because I was on the soccer team, so nobody really knew who people were. But I had, you know, all my fellow teammates, all the other freshmen sort of backing me up, giving me their support, you know? Of course, in the freshman year, doesn't matter what kind of role you have in student council, you don't really do much of anything other than sit in and watch as the senior class, and maybe the junior class, does stuff. So, still, I wanted to, you know, participate in student government, and I volunteered where I could. I helped with the setup and cleanup of pretty much every school dance and all that. So, sophomore year comes, I run for student council president again. This time, though, the guy that I'm up against is relatively popular, and somehow, some way, a rumor started to spread about me that I said I would blow up the high school if I did not win student council president in the sophomore year. No idea how the rumor started. Even to this day, I have no idea who first started that rumor, but I mean, my whole lunch table and myself was called to the principal's office. We were talked about, but ultimately it was determined that I never said anything. Nobody got punished for it, which is probably not really a good thing that nobody got punished for it, because that kind of implies other things. But yeah, so ever since that point, like, people started to give me more weary looks and that kind of stuff throughout high school, and I'll admit, I played into that role. I started to be a little bit more quote-unquote edgy. I started to vocalize belief in conspiracy theories, and started to say that I laughed at horror movies and all that kind of stuff, and I kind of just put on, like, they gave me a good mask with which to wear for high school, so I put that mask on, and over time, some of that mask just started to become part of my personality, and, you know, those sort of darker thoughts and stuff would occasionally leak in when I wasn't, you know, around people from school and that kind of stuff. People are crazy indeed. It was wild, honestly, because even years later, some of the seniors at the time still are, like, my mom, she works for the local city, but one of her coworkers had a daughter that went to the high school I went to, and she was a senior when all these rumors started going around. And when talked about with regards to me, she admitted she was still afraid of me because of rumors that had happened 5+ years ago. So yeah. But what did you say there, Lactose? You made a long thing, and I was sort of on a bit of a rant there. Let's see. Same argument is one of the early schisms where the main argument was that Christ could not be human because to be human was to be imperfect, and to generate him to be our sinful existence. But if you take his humanity away, what is the suffering to absolve him of humanity's sins? Yeah, I mean, the church has had a lot of schisms over a variety of things. To say Christ could not be human because he could not sin, because it would be imperfect. I mean, I guess that is an argument to my whole thing of to sin is to be human, but Christ was human because he died for our sins and stuff. So that is a good counter argument to my whole, to be human is to be imperfect. Well, Jesus was human. Are you saying that he was imperfect as well? And I honestly feel like that argument might have been used against me as well back then. But that was like 10 plus years ago that I last had these arguments with that girl, so I can't really remember all the arguments we had. I know that Mother Teresa was like one of her heroes, so the fact that I was implying that Mother Teresa was a sinner is probably what the main thing that started like our whole debate arguments that we had. I think so. Something along those lines. And honestly, the fact that she was willing to debate with me, I'll admit I had a crush on her because of it. That she was willing to debate with me at such a degree. I'll freely admit it. What can I say? I like a girl who's smart and is willing to stand up for what they believe in. Okay, that's another long one. Let's see. So, Joan of Arc cross-dressed, which per Mosaic law was a sin that was supposed to be punished with execution. Of killing was for the defense of innocents or more people. Then she, fighting in a war, isn't murder, but cross-dressing is a sin according to Pentateuch. And there are other capital sins which are forgiven now, and adultery. And Moses was a murderer who was forgiven instead of executed. And David even said conceiving a child is a sin in Psalms. Took it in stride. It's similar. She's in high school. As you know me, IRL. You can pretty easy tell you don't take yourself seriously. Sometimes you have to wear a mask to make life easier. Yeah, you do have to wear a mask to make life easier. And I mean, mercy. That is definitely a sign of the times that things that were sins in the past aren't really a sin in the nowadays. And a lot of the Old Testament also contains a lot of things that are considered sins that the New Testament contradicts, which is the whole like one of the bigger splits in Judaism and Christianity is that, Judaism doesn't believe in the New Testament and all that stuff. It doesn't believe that Jesus was the promised savior. Welcome, J6. Welcome to the stream. We are talking a variety of deeper topics. I'm going to be honest here. So, please, do tell me, what has you angry? What has you angry? Jesus is fully human and fully God. Yep, he is God because he was born of God's will, and he is fully human because he was born of human flesh and died for our sins. And I think it's because Jesus is fully human and fully divine, maybe, that would be why he can still be human even though he did not sin. I think that might be a good logical reasoning for it as to why he could be human if he could not sin. There was a shelter outbreak next to Levincia, so I was shiny hunting but gave up because your eyes hurt since it was 1 a.m. When I did it during the hunt, you saw a shiny Gyarados, but when you approach it, it despawned. Oof. Rip. Rip that shiny Gyarados. Ripperoni. Oh. I must say, even if I don't always partake 100% because I get distracted, I do very much enjoy when things get philosophical in chat. You have your own to Gyarados separate, but yeah, it sucks indeed. But I do like it when things get a little bit philosophical in chat. Philosophical, that kind of debate is really nice. It's something I enjoy doing. Since most churches for like the last 1600 years has been that Christ is homoousian or similar stuff. I'm not a religious person, but I very much enjoy arguing these sorts of things solely for the intellectual exercise. I find the conflicts of dead branches of early Christianity so fascinating. There is a lot of dead branches of Christianity, sadly. The real cleansing of our sins is, in my opinion, learning to forgive and continue to love other people when they do wrong, not any ritual, including his scapegoating. Learning to forgive and continue to love other people when they do wrong. I think, having God's love in your heart. I think that the whole Jesus dying for our sins thing, I think that was implied to be more he died for to cleanse us of the original sin. Because, now, correct me if I'm wrong, you guys, it's been a while since I've debated religious stuff, so my full religious debate knowledge is a little bit not all there. But I'm pretty sure Jesus died for the original sin that humanity committed, because wasn't it because of that, before Jesus died, very technically the gates of You've never read the Bible. I know, J6, I'm talking to Lactose and Mercy here with regards to this, because we've been having a bit of a religious, philosophical-esque discussion, but I feel like when Jesus died, he died to forgive the original sin, and his death also opened the gates of heaven, because all those who died before him never went? You think that depends on the sect that you belong to? Okay. I remember reading/hearing about that, but I did not remember, like, the full details of it. Because I remember thinking that it would be very odd if that was the case, because that would imply that a lot of the big biblical figures were, you know, in hell. The big biblical figures like Moses, Noah, all of them. The original sin is technically the eating of the apple in the Garden of Eden. Eating the apple in the Garden of Eden of the Tree of Knowledge, which is what got us kicked out of the Garden of Eden, is the original sin. At least that's what I'm pretty sure. That's what the general consensus of the original sin is, was eating the apple. Again, there's probably some sects that have sects, S-E-C-T-S, YouTube. I'm not talking about bad things in a children's game. Ooh. That was a good neck pop. But I'm pretty sure that is what the most commonly believed original sin was. Jesus said if you're going to perform the ritual that forgives, cleanses your sin for Judaism, the act of killing the fatling at the temple altar, and you remember you or another person are angry at another, leave the sacrifice at the altar and apologize to them. If your sacrifice could die or be stolen, or you could die before you return. No, Adam and Eve were never immortal, because there was a line along the lines of, look, see how they know how we know, and then God banished them before they could eat of the tree of life, which was even deeper in the garden. So you're at the 5th base, hold up inside of Team Star's last remaining squad. You fought well to make it this far. Thank you, Soul. Thank you, Cassiopeia. Soul, Cassiopeia. So you made it as well, Clive. Of course, it's the last base. I wouldn't want to miss out on the action. Clive, owe you my thanks. Your help has been invaluable to the operation. I'm sorry I was wary of you at first. Well, that's all water under the bridge. When we're fishing with this base, will that be the end of Operation Starfall, then? Not quite. We'll still need to handle Team Star's secret mastermind last of all. Do you have any leads on how to find them? I'm hoping they'll come out in the open once all the squad bosses have stepped down. I see. We've come so far. Only a few more steps left. Don't let me down. Either of you. Cassiopeia's hung up. Alright. Thanks to you, Soul, I've slowly but surely come to understand Team Star. I know what I need to do, and I know what my final decision will be. For that, I can't thank you enough. Take care at base, Master Soul. Sorry for getting all polite there. Don't know what came over me. I don't even know where this base is. But, honestly speaking, there, Mercy, I did not know that there was a different Jewish ritual of forgiveness, or of asking for forgiveness. I honestly thought that when you were talking about the whole forgiveness thing, that you were talking about confession. So, like, is that... I honestly want to know, is that... I want to know if that ritual is still commonly done. The Holy Spirit that forgives, not the sacrifice, and John the Baptist said that when Jesus came to me baptized, you should be the one baptizing me, and Jesus admitted he was right, that Jesus was righteous and didn't baptizing to be made by God. He already was, but he said, let this be done so that all righteousness may be fulfilled. Okay. Religious talk can always be confusing there, J6. So don't be ashamed if you're confused. Like, a lot of it is still confusing even to me, and I went to a Christian school for 12 years, and yeah. Just to do the lawful symbolic thing to start his ministry, he chose to be baptized even though he was already technically ordained by God to be cleansed. Okay. Gotcha. Well, hold up, you. Up ahead's the base for Team Star's Dark Crew. You may know us as the Second Squad. Yep, and we don't take too kindly to random kids sniffing around our turf. So if you don't turn yourself around here, amigo, we'll have to send you packing. Wait, hold up. Just going on a hunch here, but are you that soul kid? You know, that piece of work we're out to get for declaring war on Team Star? Maybe I am. Maybe I am, he says. Cool as a cucumber. Honesty's not always the best policy, you know. You know what? Doesn't matter who you are. You're not getting through. Suppose off or get thrashed by me in battle, kid. What'll it be? Take you on. Sassy kids like you are the worst, that's it. Prefer to get stomped into the dirt. There's also no reason God should need to kill his son to forgive our sins if he was all-powerful, and he is. Team Star Grunt. You've attended church on Sunday once before just to check it out? I mean, there's nothing wrong with, like, okay, so this might be the killing of Jesus making Jesus an oath keeper and the scripture fulfiller, right? So this might be a little bit more controversial, like in the grand scheme of things. I don't really know where this kind of point of view falls, but it is my, provided he didn't lie when he said he'd give us the sign of Noah. But it is my honest opinion that, otherwise probably won't finish up for me, but thanks, but it's my honest opinion that it does not matter if you are a devout worshiper of God, because he will not just condemn innocent souls to the pits of hell, no matter what denomination or religious following you are. I feel like as long as you are a good person and you live a good life, that you don't seek out to do evil, and that you do feel sorry for when you do bad things, I feel like that will still get you in to the kingdom of heaven in the end, because, like, just the idea of all those who are not being condemned, it does not really fit with the whole idea of God's idea of forgiveness and stuff, you know? I haven't been to church outside a funeral in about a decade. I mean, again, there's nothing wrong with not attending church, you know? Like, a lot of people don't attend church. And I'm going to be honest here. Because of the whole COVID situation, I have not physically gone to church since before COVID began. Just because, especially because I work in a doctor's office, I worry that one of these days, one of these patients is going to be sick with COVID, and they're not going to say anything to anybody. And the last thing I want is potentially get COVID, not know I have it, and spread it to other people, which has a very high likelihood of happening in a church environment. So that's kind of why I have not gone in person since all of the COVID situation began, because I don't want to spread it. Oh yeah, online church is a very popular thing nowadays. A lot of sermons were put online. A lot of pastors and parishes did do online sermons and such. I do believe that, I don't think the one I am personally a part of did online sermons and the like. Yeah, some people have gone to church through Zoom. I mean, some people still attend funerals and the like through Zoom as well. One of my grandparents, not my grandparents, one of my great-grandparents passed during all of the COVID stuff, and some of the family was out of state, so they attended the funeral through Zoom. Honestly, technology can be bad, but technology really has helped stuff spread a lot more easily, and it makes it a lot easier for people to attend services and stuff, you know? Because, I mean, just think of all the religious people that are, you know, in nursing homes and stuff, and they can't leave. They could probably attend online churches and stuff. Church on Zoom sounds comedically dystopian to me for some reason. I mean, there is some stigmas against it. I know a lot of people are, like, actively against going to church online and stuff. But honestly, I think it is a good thing because, I mean, there wasn't always churches to go to. Like, if you do truly follow the New Testament, you would know Christianity was very heavily prosecuted in the early times. There was no dedicated churches to go to, no dedicated assemblies to go to. It was more just going around and preaching the word of God, but eventually it started to spread enough that an established church did occur, you know? So I think this sort of spreading the word where it can be spread, it's not a bad thing. It's just the natural progression of things. It went from being spread in whispers and corners, being prosecuted, to being a more centralized thing, you know? Yeah, Christianity was a bit of a secret sect at first. She's new to the team. I have to chat with her about that attitude. This grunt doesn't like his job. Well, off to the base now. I give the rest of the squad a heads up. We'll come at you full force if you step inside. You might want to consider turning tail. Either way, best of luck to you, amigo. Hasta la vista. Yeah, so everything does have to advance. If you don't advance, then you have stagnated, and stagnation can lead to ruin. Like, if you don't seek to progress and get with the times, I guess is a good way to put it, then you will end up falling off into irrelevancy, you know? So you took care of the guards. Nice work. Now, hold up in the base of Team Star's Dark Crew, Secret Squad. The boss, Giacomo, pretty much runs the whole Team Star. He also produced that wild soundtrack of theirs himself. He's a sharp guy. Even our declaration of war wouldn't have ruffled him in the slightest. This plan is probably wear you down with a wave of grunts, then finish you off himself. No use trying to outthink strategic types like him. Bring him down with a head-on attack. Just keep on defeating as many Pokemon as you can until the big man himself shows up. Ring the bell on the gates once you're ready to kick off this phase of the operation. Time to wipe the Secret Squad off the map. I'm gonna arrange, so I feel like I'm probably good with a bit of a lower level squad here taking the reins. Change position. Yeah, we'll let a lower tier squad take the reins here for the final Team Star member. The first 3 Pokemon on my party? Heck yeah, I am. Let's do this. But yeah, I mean, like, with all the COVID stuff, how many businesses and stuff shut down just because they didn't adapt to the situation? Like, successful businesses and practices, how many of them shut down just because they did not adapt to all the stuff with COVID? All the staying at home, all that kind of stuff. A lot of businesses and stuff just failed to adapt. I have no idea if this is the first one I'm supposed to deal. It's the last one I'm doing, though. Kratos is doing good. There's some more. Scarab is doing okay. Skullvile is doing okay. Yeah. I mean, some places did expand, you know? And that is a good thing. That is a good thing that some places adapted and thrived for it. Hey, I went counterclockwise around the map, you know? I went the opposite way of Nimona because I didn't want her stalking me. And it didn't work. She still tracked me down. Even though I went the opposite way from where she said she was going to go, she still followed me. So, you know, she's creepy. Yes, I am very much far above your guys' level. At least they know what they're talking about. Yeah, Nemona's creepy. I wanted to get away from her, but she's still following me. She might be on one of those cliffs right now watching me. Base of Team Star's Dark Crew, Giacomo. I will admit, they do have a good beat, Team Star does. I do like their beat. You've done a real number on us, Party Crasher. Soul, was it? I'm Giacomo. At the deck, I go by DJ Vice. Call me whichever, it's a vibe either way. Nice to meet you and all, but how about we skip straight to your outro? Don't worry, I'll play you a sick requiem as you crash and burn. Let's get this party started. Adorable melt. Alright, what are we dealing with here? Pawniard. Oh man, this is gonna be tough. I had to leave for a while because you let my phone die, but thanks for considering what I believe that it wasn't just the death that used that saved up his entire life, and especially his sharing unconditional love and forgiveness for us. I mean, that does make sense, though. Like, it is logical that it's not just his death that saved us. The fact that he lived life, you know? But don't worry too much, Mercy, because things are going to be closing down here soon. After I beat Giacomo here, is probably going to be the end of stream. After that whole little wind down. Oh wow, the Pawniard held on. Did it have sturdy or something? Oh man, I think Giacomo's tough, man. He's tough. I think I'm going to have to switch. Kratos! Oh no, Kratos! It's okay, Kratos. You can do it. Seismic toss. Well, I mean, I'm gonna have to be gearing up for the finale here soon. Reverum. Time to get up the tempo. This show ain't over yet. But yeah, I mean, I know for certain I want to try and get a shiny Palafin Finizen line. Oh, the attack drop. Come on, game. That's mean. That's real mean. It made my attack drop. I've got to switch. Level 20? I don't know. This might be a tough one. Oh, it wicked torqued me. Oh man, the thing's too strong. I can't hold back anymore. I can't hold back. If you have a verse forgiven, you'll be forgiven. There are other good verses. Love God with all your heart, soul, and mind, and love your neighbor as yourself. On those commandments hang all the law and prophets. Finizen slash Palafin. Yeah, I have to go all out here. Giacomo, he's a tough cookie. I'm gonna have to go all out in order to even stand a chance against him. Love your neighbor as yourself. I feel like the love your neighbor as you would love yourself also falls back, like, there's some do not do unto your neighbor that which you would not do unto yourself as well. I can't remember what that is from, though, and I definitely butchered the phrasing as well. Oh, that was a close battle, guys. Giacomo here nearly got me. He nearly got me. If I didn't go all out there, I think I would be done. I think I would have been done. Nice purple shade. That's good. I like purple. Guess that's that. A year and a half ago. Guess that's that. Do 2/4 others, that's what you would wish them to do to you. 2/4 you. What's up, Giacomo? Something happened? That's the phrasing. Thank you, Mercy. The big boss just wanted my take on some stuff, so we had to chat and settled on a few plans. Few plans? Like for what? Operation Star, first of all, and also a new code of conduct for the team. You know how tons of new members have joined up recently? Well, we figured we gotta make some team rules, like a code, so we'll all be on the same page. Nice, you come up with a great code for us, won't you, Giacomo? No thanks, way too much pressure. I mean, yeah, I used to be president of the student council, but, you know, everyone ended up hating me after that, right? Of course we know, you forced a ton of stuffy rules on everyone, and they wouldn't take it. You got some other nerd to replace you after, like, 5 minutes. 5 minutes, wow. And I thought I had a bad run as student council president. Being replaced within 5 minutes, though. Giacomo, what you try and institute? Cannot help but concur. Male students' hair must stray no further than 1.8 inches above the nape, and so forth. Must stray no... Okay, so your hair can't extend to 1.5 inches past your neck? Yeah, that's short hair, okay. Sure, Mr. Tousled hairdo there, Giacomo, okay. The golden rule, that's what it is. Thank you again, Mercy. Your rules of vexation made manifest. My point exactly. So you all agree that I shouldn't be anywhere near this new code. But you always know what's best for the team, Giacomo. You look out for us. You've earned our trust many times over. Without you, Team Star just wouldn't work. That stick-up student council prez isn't who you are anymore, man. A code written by the Giacomo I'm looking at now? I'd follow that any day. As would I. Okay. Thanks for the ego boost, everyone. I'll do it. I'll write up the darn code. I did the best I could. I wrote that code myself, and there's no going back on it now. My days as the boss are over, sir. Here, take my star badge, would ya? The Dark Crew defeated. I'll give you this choice, TM2. You've earned it fair and square. Foul play. Use certain circuit strength, the higher target attack, the greater damage this inflicts. Yes, this is how the party ends. But let's talk about those Pokemon of yours. They're crazy strong, huh? You learned those trainer chops at the academy, like what moves you should use and stuff? No, I learned it like 20-ish years ago, back in the Kanto region, when I grinded out a Charizard on Route 2, because I was young and foolish, and had far too much free time. And I definitely think that might have been the start of my video game masochism. But that's beside the point. Nope. Huh? Okay, you like it at the academy. Having fun? Yeah, it's fun. The academy's fun. No kidding. Sorry to interrupt, but are you Giacomo? Whoa, wasn't expecting a giant pompadour to make a guest appearance today. You get a Quaxwell to style it up for you? I'm just after a quick word. Would you mind? Sure, I can tell it's going to be something annoying, but I guess I'm newly freed up for time. Thanks, I'll get straight to it. It seems all of you Team Star are headed for expulsion if you keep up your current activities. So why won't you break up the team and start attending class at the academy again? That's what you want to know. As happens, we are actually waiting on a pal, though we don't know if they'll be coming back. A pal? Close friends of yours, are they? They're only the strongest boss in all of Team Star, like how there's a top champion who's the absolute #1 trainer, you know? They're the one who invited us other bosses to form the team, so we call him the Big Boss. And where is the big boss of yours now? One we'd like to know. We haven't heard from him in, I don't know, about a year and a half now. We thought that if we kept Team Star going, then they'd be back in touch one day. Teachers kept pressing us to call it quits. Then we got party crashers like you two. Indeed, Charizard for Brock and Misty. Charizard was and is my favorite Pokemon. Maybe the big boss did ditch us. They were talking about breaking up the team beforehand and all. So Team Star and this big boss of yours, they're really that important to you? Is the sky blue? Let me put it in words you eggheads at the academy understand. They're my greatest treasure. Friends being your greatest treasure are a good thing. That is a good logic. Having friends to be your treasure. Yep. I wasn't very creative back then either. His nickname was Char. Char the Charmander, Charizard, Charmeleon, Charizard, Charmander, all Char. Sold to me. Did you do it? Did you claim Giacomo's star badge? Indeed. With this boss out of the picture, the Segan squad is pretty much done for. Exactly. So Giacomo was the last. All 5 squad bosses have now been toppled from their pedestals. I imagine they'll leave Team Star before long now that they've lost their special positions. After that, they should soon be back to attending classes at the academy. Nice work out there, Soul. Is that Clive I hear? Cassiopeia, well done to you too. Thanks. Now about your reward, Soul. I'll transfer some LP over to your phone as promised. 20 grand! You can now make more TMs using the TM machine. Yeah, it is. My name is indeed a variant of Charles, technically. Technically, that is the English version for my name. My name is technically Spanish. But, yeah. Very, very funny. It is. I don't go by Charles, though. I do not go by it. I do prefer my proper name. Although I am fine with Soul as well, because I like that sounding. Sounds like the kind of nickname you would see in a Pokemon manga, because they tend to name their mons with those kind of nicknames. And you've read all of them until Platinum. Nice. Yeah, and the funny thing is my actual name is supposed to mean strong and manly. I'm not that strong. I've been told, though, that I have a... No, my name is not Charles. That is the English meaning for my name, Lactose. That is the English translation for my name. On my birth certificate, it says my proper name, and Charles is not on my birth certificate. Charles is not on my birth certificate. But, yeah, so my name is Spanish, and the proper translation of the name means strong and manly. I mean, J6, what is that name backwards? And what is the name of this channel? Well, that reminds me. I'm doing the whole supply unit rep thing this time, right? Eddie, you can go ahead and give Soul his bonus reward now. Lots of Pokemon materials. At long last, Operation Starfall has entered its final stage. There's only one thing left on the agenda. You must defeat the big boss and have Team Star disband for good. Where's the big boss, then? Don't worry, there's no need to search them out. The true identity of the big boss is none other than me. Gasp! I never would have guessed. I never would have guessed that Cassiopeia was the big boss. I'm shook. I'm shocked. I never saw this twist coming. I've known you for like 8 years, and I know your name was actually Charles, you would have rioted. Yeah. See, my dad, some of his cousins say Chuck because Chuck is a nickname for Charles, or Chucky. But I prefer, and I've always insisted I go by Carlos because that's my name. I like the sound of it. I might not live up to it outside of having a very deep voice, apparently. That is apparently very suited for radio. Because I've been getting told that a lot lately, that you have a voice made for radio. I'm not sure if that's an insult or a compliment, but I take it as a compliment. Yeah, Chuck. That is a nickname for Charles. Is Chuck or Chucky, Charles. Yeah, but in IRL, I go by Carlos. No, I'm not. Clive is surprised. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to keep it from you for so long, but the right moment never came. I'm the one who formed Team Star. Back then, the members of the team were my closest friends, and I treasured them more than anything. If they go on like this, Team Star won't do any good for anyone. They've got to give it up, so I'm using the code we made together to force them to disband. Soul. I'll be waiting for you at the schoolyard after dark. You should come as well, Clive. Understood. Then I'll see you both there. You don't need to go there right away. I'm not going to school for a while, Cassiopeia. You can stay. No. Honestly, Lactose, you are probably the only one that knows. Just because we know each other IRL, you're the only one who knows where I live. To everybody else, the closest hint they've gotten is that I live along in one of the states alongside the Great Lakes. That's all people know. That's all. So Cassiopeia was the big boss of Team Star this whole time. I scarcely thought it possible, but with this revelation, I might just have an inkling as to their true identity. You have a voice fit for radio, and when I said my voice was monotonous and high-pitched years ago, and I dislike it, a friend said, it's soothing. Don't bring me down with you? Oh, you'll be bringing yourself down. I mean, I've been told I can be fairly monotonous as well. Especially when I have to leave messages on patients' answering machines, I can get very robotic. Hello. This is calling for... You have an appointment tomorrow, Friday, January the 13th, at 10 o'clock in the morning. Please give us a call back to confirm this appointment as soon as possible. Our phone number is... Thank you. Goodbye. Well, I can go monotonous. But Clive thinks he knows their true identity? Gasp. Seems we'll have to find our answers after darkening the Academy schoolyard. Let's prepare as best as we can before handing over. Okay, I'm gonna go and get the other 2 gym badges, as well as a full team, probably, Clive. So, yeah, you can go... You and, Cassiopeia can both go and wait. Totally have no clue who Cassiopeia is either, you know? That's a complete mystery to me. Complete and total mystery. And, you know, actually, I guess that if somebody that is watching this won one of my Yu-Gi-Oh! Giveaways, then they might also know where I live, because I had to put my return address on those envelopes. But I do think, well, whatever you need to toss my way, it might need to wait, because I am going to be calling today's stream of Pokemon Violet here. We've made a fair bit of progress if I look at the big map here. Literally, all that is left are 2 gyms. Yep, just 2 gyms remain, and it is these 2. 2 gyms, and then we pretty much are all set for the Pokemon League. I do need to I need to figure out what my team is going to be in the first place. I have 2 empty slots on it that I need to fill. I need to find / capture a shiny Palafin. Oh, the Bug Gym? Oh, man. That's going to be a tough one. I need to find and capture a shiny Palafin, since I do... Where Finn is in, I can never remember which one is the first one, since I do want that. As well as probably start training up. Yeah, I think I'm going to wait for that big training until after I've gotten all the badges, though. Because I still need 2 more slots. There are still 2 open gym slots on my team that I'm not sure who they're going to be. But that will be for future me to come to a decision on. Present me, meanwhile, is going to wish everybody a good evening, because it has been I, Silver Dragon. I hope you've enjoyed. If you have, leave me some feedback in whichever form you see fit. Very well, J6. I will go ahead and do that, and you'll probably be added to the squad here in the next stream. But if you want to check out more by me, be sure to check out my channel here on Twitch or YouTube. Same name, same games. There is plenty of content for you all to enjoy. Once again, thank you all so much for coming out. I hope you enjoyed, and I did very much enjoy the philosophical discussions, even if people watching this on YouTube might not enjoy me going off on tangents much, but that's what happens when you stream. You go off on tangents a lot. So yeah, once again, thank you all so much for coming out. Oh, this was the crater. I'm going in! They can't stop me now. I'm diving in. Aww. Shame. A good idea. As I fly into the sunset, I will see you all in the next time. Bye-bye.